Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis here with Cinema Sound. Today we're going to be talking about a very important plugin for post-production in Adobe Audition called the Speech Leveler. And some of you have never used it before, but I definitely want to show it to you. Let's roll. All right, we're here in Adobe Audition, and if you've never used Adobe Audition before, I invite you to come to our website, cinemasound.com, and stream our product, Adobe Audition 123, which takes you from basically, hey, I've never used Adobe Audition, all the way through to I'm getting great results and I'm super facile with the program. Like in any nonlinear editor, we're here in a timeline with clips, and you can always add plugins to any clip by just selecting the clip and going to Effects and then dropping them in this way, or going to the Effects rack itself, hitting Clip Effects and doing the same thing. But we want to add this to the track, and we click on Track Effects in order to do that, and we would do it here, Amplitude and Compression, and Speech Volume Leveler right there. Very simple plugin, but very profound as well. Here is, I'm going to turn this off for a second. So we have a couple of clips here in the timeline, and as you can see, I'm sort of cheated with a couple of them with clip volume, these two being much louder than this one, to try to nail my point home, drive it home that the value of Speech Volume Leveler is pretty high. So here it is, these dialogue with Speech Volume Leveler off.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Notice that last line at this point is kind of getting lost. So we're going to turn this on. What are these things that we have here? We've got the target volume level, which in RMS, which is studio speak for overall general volume, about minus 12 dB is where it defaults, which is a pretty good level. And then leveling them out, how much of this plugin do you want it to be working? And then target dynamic range. The default of 45 decibels, I'm going to tell you and show you, is not that great. We want to have a much higher dynamic range in order for this plugin to work well for us. So let's check it out with it on, just at default.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
So obviously the dialogue comes across like dead across, but we've got all this weird, wacky background noise that gets ramped up in a companding process. So that actually shows up here under target dynamic range. If we make this the full 80 decibels, we don't have to have that issue of that stuff coming up.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Now remember where it was. I'll turn this off.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
I mean, that's a massive difference.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
It's like they're at the same volume. If we go down to advanced, we've got a couple of other really cool items that we can look at. A compressor, which we talk about extensively in the Cinema Sound Education, and we've got lots of videos about how the compressor works in Adobe Audition here on the channel. You can set your threshold here, so if you want a lot of compression, you can bring this down.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Really gets kind of nice and crunchy. If we leave it at a nice, reasonable setting here, it'll be all right. And then a noise gate, which allows for the channel to be turned off if the vocals stop or whatever that signal is that you're trying to hear. It turns the channel off when that turns off, so that the background noise isn't heard when no one's speaking or there's no sound.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons.
And we can bring this all the way up to 25 decibels.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Pretty good setting. And if we add that with a nice easy compression,
we'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Kind of makes a nice, a nice smooth thing. Now you notice in this first line here, you can see that the volume overall in the waveform is coming down. And you can hear this plugin expanding the volume a little bit. You can actually hear that.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons.
You can hear it kind of going like this. So we'd want to be careful about how much leveling amount we want to use. Maybe if we bring this back a little bit.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons.
It helps a little bit. Now some of you are asking, well, what about boost low signals? What about that? Well, if we click it, I think you'll hear the difference right away.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
You can hear how it's managing those low, very low volume bits, especially listen to her breathing.
But the D7
kind of boosts things a little bit because of the release and the attack of how the algorithm works is changed.
But the D7...
Notice with it off, it's a lot more smooth.
But the D7...
With it on, it's kind of, ooh, you get those weird voices, or weird breaths.
But the D7 changed all that.
So I like to keep this off unless I really need something different with the attack and release. And even if I don't have the compressor or the noise gate on and I just want to use this simple setting right here.
But the D7 changed all that.
Very nice, all together.
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
And with it off?
We'd proven we could take on the Klingons. But the D7 changed all that.
Very, very nice. You hardly hear that anything is being done. Now, some of you are already noticing, hey, this level, though, is at minus 12.
We've proven we could.
It's way up here at minus 3. Yes, because this meter is actually a peak meter, and this we said is RMS, like we said. So it is about minus 12 RMS, and the peak meters are correct. So hopefully, if you use this, you're going to get some great results on simple volumizing automation of your dialogue, and music and sound effects for that matter, too. Hopefully, you've gotten some great value out of this video, and if so, and maybe even out of the hundreds of other videos that we have here on Cinema Sound, please subscribe to this channel and come visit us at cinemasound.com, and hopefully one or more of the hundreds of blog posts that we have there and education will get you the Hollywood level value and production value that you're looking for in your productions. Until then, we'll see you in post.
Even if you're stuck.